This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, and specifically rising, as this new moon in Pisces will be in your 8th house. 8th house of intimacy, 8th house of death, rebirth, and transformation. So in this house, new moons are mainly about bringing in new goals or setting new goals, setting new intentions, and planting new seeds. A new moon in Pisces is about surrendering to what dissolves around you and what reemerges around you. So what are some things that can come out of this house, of the 8th house, dealing with intimacy, death, and rebirth? There can be a lot of things around, yes, the actual intimacy in regards to a person, another person, and the intimate moments that you have together and the merging of the things, but also like literally the merging of things, how you share your resources with the people that you're intimate with, and all the different types of transformations and intensities that happen when you're in an intimate situation. So this can be with people, places, or things that you are very close with. I'm trying to think of like the actual definition of intimacy, and that is the feeling of closeness, right? But either way, whatever you're deciding to conjoin and merge with, it gives you that sense of unification where you feel like anything that happens to this aspect, this thing and this aspect is also, it's kind of hard for me to explain it in this way, but this is also where you will be seeing those different types of things resurface, and where you will see anything dissolve around you that isn't sustainable moving forward. Because this is a new moon in Pisces. Pisces is the last sign of the Zodiac. So this is not only an integration to a new beginning, but an actual closure to a full chapter, a full cycle of being. So as we move from this Pisces, the last season here, the astrological year of the wood snake, will be entering Aries, and that will be the beginning of the fire horse. And I've told y'all all too well and all too much about what's going to happen once we get into the fire horse. If you're trying to grasp or hold on to anything in the past that is meant to been dissolved in that's meant to be dissolved and surrendered to, that we have been working so hard to do these last few months, then again, once you step into this new chapter, you will be dragged, stomped, and trampled as momentum picks up. And if you're still grasping onto things in the past that are not meant to be, or not built to be sustainable moving forward, things just may progress further and faster than you're expecting it to be and prepared for it to be. So just take caution and note of that. And this is just that perfect example and perfect time to experience all the things that do dissolve away from you, and the things that re-emerges or resurfaces. It's just it's meant for you to mostly observe and not absorb. So just be receptive to the energy and just reflect on the energy, but not necessarily meant to merge or absorb the energy. So take that all into account. 444 on the clock. We can get started. 444 is the angel number of protection and guidance. Got a doggy nose on my toes. Okay, so let's see what the reading has in store for you. Oh, 3 cards. We have friendship, gratitude, and new life. Under the deck is air. I immediately thought of air signs, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But air is about intellect, air is about logic, air is also about communication, but it's about sharing knowledge, those ideas, and connecting with people. And then friendship, speaking about even Aquarius may be important for you. Aquarius is the ruler of friendship. But anyway, friendship. Oh, the numbers are 28, 17, 35, and number 4. Friendship, gratitude, and new life. So obviously, we're all building towards a new life. And it seems like you're very grateful for this because it was built on some type of friendship here. So let's talk about it. But ultimately, showing gratitude as you move into the new life, building new friendships, building stronger friendships, and possibly just because you're communicating better. Okay, let's look at friendship. Yeah, you're opening up more emotionally. You were sitting in a very like stagnant place. You know, you don't really want to drink from still water. It can be contaminated and it doesn't have like the momentum to filter out those contaminants. So you were sitting in a place of stagnancy and just thinking about things that have already happened, that have already been experienced, memories that have already been experienced, or something like that, emotions that have already been experienced. And maybe you were reflecting on that, but ultimately it usually puts you in like kind of a bad mood or something like that. But here you have now seized an opportunity to be more emotionally available. The funny thing about this card, or just like the number of the card, is 4 of cups. 4 is about stability. 4 is about foundation and stability. So emotional foundation, fine, but emotional stability, not fine. Emotions are not meant to be stable. They're meant to flow. You're meant to flow through your emotions. There needs to continue to be like a current, a flow, fluidity throughout your emotions. Again, stagnant water you don't really want to drink because it has not filtered and flowed through all the rocks and sediment and all the other stuff and filtered. You know, it hasn't done that. So you want to be able to have some fluidity within your emotions and things like that. And how you express them as well, instead of just sitting on them. Okay, with the 7 of Pentacles, it's about growth and patience. It's about tending to your garden with intention, with consistency, with your time, effort, presence, resources, energy, all that stuff, okay? But it's also mainly about your faith and intention that things will work out for you in your benefit in the end, but there may be some trial and error. Like there's just like you're uncertain if the things that you've planted, the seeds that you've planted would actually come into fruition for you. And so with that, you tend to like kind of have like wanting to have like a sense of control over it, or just like losing that that faith but even losing that motivation to like continue it. But it's actually in a good space again because you're deciding to be more emotionally available. You like, I'm gonna water that garden, okay? The grass is only greener where you water it, and that's what you're doing it here in the friendship realm. And it's fast acting, it's moving forward with a lot of momentum. There's also just possibility that a lot of things are coming at you at once too, but there's definitely a focus on building, or a focus on moving forward and progressing within this friendship, it seems. So that's cool. You're growing. You're growing and building emotional bonds, and the energy is flowing nicely forward. I'm like, I don't need to really clarify, but I will. But yeah, even the seven of Pentacles is kind of like waiting, like a waiting period. But as long as you know that you tended and did what you needed to do, then it should always work out for you. But there's still like a lingering sense of worry here, and it just may be due to the fact that like you've been out of the game of it for so long, because you've just been so stagnant. You haven't been that emotionally available. So now once you decide to start pouring back into it, you're not quite sure if like it was the necessary thing to do. You got Queen of Pentacles. You're taking care of things. You're taking care of things, and in due time it will work. In due time it will turn in your favor. As long as you just keep taking care of yourself, of your health, and what's necessary for you to continue to grow and thrive. Take care of what's going to take care of you. And in the end, it will all take care of itself. Okay? Three of Swords in the reverse. Healing from heartbreak, healing from pain. Recovering. Yeah. Cool. Like I don't know, maybe you just had like to work through some things within a friendship. Walk away from some people, work through some things, whatever the case is, and it left you in a place where you felt emotionally shut off, and you just those same thoughts, memories, and experiences kept lingering around, and you just felt like really closed off. My hand is itching. Yeah, and now you've healed from that, or are in the midst of healing from that, because you're taking different strides. Okay, so be grateful for that. You are grateful for that. Gratitude. And then moving on into this new life. Look, Three of Swords in the reverse. Hell, you're healing. That tower though, I'm not gonna say I didn't see it, but that tower was there. That tower is there in the reverse. There's still possibly a resistance to change. A resistance for things needing to change. There's something built on faulty and shaky foundation. So you need to fix the cracks in the foundation before everything just crumbles upon you. You can't build your new life on a you can't build your new life on a shaky foundation, because then it would just bring everything down with it. So make sure that you are building from the ground up in resolve, or in regards to you taking a new approach to things. Gratitude. Gratitude. 2 of Wands in the reverse, and then 3 of Cups in the reverse. Gratitude. I feel like there was a lack of a plan of action. Like either you didn't have the plan or you didn't take the action, right? But it's in regards to the 3 of Cups is about friendship. So I feel like you're grateful that plans with this friend group didn't work out. That's kind of what I'm getting from here. 8 of Wands is still at the bottom of the deck. I don't think I was able to clear it like I was supposed to, but yeah, you like anybody who's unreliable, irresponsible, insecure, greedy, that's just here to just feed off of what I have, because you're showing up as Queen of Pentacles. This is the King of Pentacles. He can't get his stuff together. Just feeding off of you, taking off of you, being greedy, being materialistic, feeling like all the materials and stuff is what makes him, is what built him, instead of being like a protector and provider of that type of security. He doesn't have it within himself either. But I don't know. Whatever energy was just kind of like draining you of your resources and stuff like that, you kicked it. You was like, I'm glad that those plans didn't work out. I'm glad those plans didn't work out, because it was with some people who didn't have your best interests at heart. Like they weren't going to be there to emotionally support you, pour back into you. Okay. Let's clarify that then. So I saw the 8 of Pentacles. I feel like you work hard for what you got. You actually put in the work to build what you have here. So you're not trying to deal with people who just trying to take advantage of you, or just trying to take what you got. You already taking care of things. You taking care of things right here. Investing into things with the resources that you worked hard for yourself to get. So you're not dealing with any more toxic, draining people, or people who just doesn't, again, have your best interests in heart. Princess of Wands, Page of Wands, and then Prince of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. So 8 of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, you're getting yourself out of, making sure I don't have no other cards. Yeah, you're liberating yourself out of self-limiting beliefs and negative thought patterns and things like that. You're opening up to newer possibilities. You got like a spark of inspiration to try new things. And embrace the passion and enthusiasm of life and things like that. And with that's what you're using to build moving forward. I'm hearing like you're not even afraid to do it alone. Like, because with Two of Wands, even though it's a lone person here, you're looking to include other people, and you were looking to include this friend group or people around you, friends, friends, family, whatever it is, the people here that you celebrated with, came together with, you were looking for a way to include them. The page, goes at it by themselves, even if they don't have all the experience of just doing it by themselves. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there. I feel like you found some type of gratitude out of just being able to figure things out, by you trying new things and going in new directions and stuff like that, and not allowing whatever didn't work out hold you back. That's pretty much where I'm getting from that. So, new life. Seven of Cups in the reverse and Three of Wands. So yeah, Seven of Cups in the reverse, oh, wait a minute now. Hold up. What? Page of Swords at the bottom. Okay. You may be a little confused right now. Emotionally, you're confused on where to focus or where to pour into. Because I don't know, you may have not done it in a minute. All your cups here are in reverse. You may have not just been emotionally available in a minute, right? So now you just decide to become more emotionally available, and you're like, but I don't want to be emotionally available to them. You see how he's looking at 3 cups and he's upset about those 3 cups, but not knowing that there's a whole nother opportunity right here. Look, 3 cups, but this was in reverse. You're really not messing with these people. You're not messing with these people for some reason. And it's because of whatever you experienced here, and it had you closed off. It had you closed off, emotionally blocked off, right? But now you're open to new possibilities. And guess how many possibilities pop up on you? 7. It's like, take your pick, baby. What do you want? But it's in the reverse, so you might be a little confused. You may be extremely confused as to where to focus, because you may be getting a lot of attention. I saw that 8 of Wands, and I told you there may be just like a lot of things coming at you at once. That can be a lot of attention. You may be getting a lot of like emotional offers, like more people they're noticing how more open you are, and they're like, well, come over here, like I need some of that, I need that. Okay, and so you're looking outward, you're seeking outward. You have shined that beacon, like, hey, I'm out here now. This is also about traveling, but it's mostly about expanding your energy outward. So this is in ways of just going outside of yourself a little bit, going outside of your comfort zone, going to new places and experiencing new perspectives. But ultimately, it's about putting yourself out there a little bit so that you can call in what you need. It's like you're like where I was going with that. You're a beacon of light. You're like a lighthouse. You shine your light and wait for the ships to come in for you. And you're really open to just like learning new perspectives here, gaining new knowledge in things. Page of Swords, just like an open mind here. This also is again about observing. You're just observing, and that's all that you really need right now in Pisces season, is to observe, not absorb. The Page of Swords, again, the pages, they don't really have much experience within their element, so you're just going to take what you can get right in this moment. But ultimately, there's a lot coming in for you, and it can be kind of confusing now to discern and focus on what it shall be. Trying to figure out like what as you have like put yourself out there like that, trying to figure out what is actually working, what is actually coming in to work for me, or what is coming in to try to steal my shine. Not steal your shine, but like, you know, it's like moths to a flame. You're gonna get everything. Like you turn on your light, you're gonna get everything that's gonna come towards it. Okay, and it's up to you to decipher if it's something to drain your lights or it's something to help you glow brighter, you know. So let's get some clarity on this. There it is. There that is. There it is, that Eight of Pentacles I was talking about. I saw earlier. You're working hard. Okay, there's a lot of cards here. Oh my goodness. But ultimately, 10 of Pentacles. That's great. Okay. But you're working hard. You're focused. Okay. You're very focused on building this new life, creating this new life. Working very hard. Wait a minute. Okay, all of these are in reverse. Ace of Pentacles. So a lost, missed opportunity, or feeling like you have like a financial blockage, or you missed some type of financial opportunity. I'm only saying finances because Pentacles is all throughout here. Queen of Pentacles, Prince of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. Come on now. Come on now. But I just feel like it's a missed opportunity. Four of Wands in the reverse is a energetic instability, because Four of Wands is about a milestone. It's about some form of completion, like an energetic completion, energetic foundation, but it's like a milestone. It's like getting to a goal, you know, and then you get to one goal, you go to the next goal, right? So it's not a full completion. That's why it's at number 4. But it's about an energetic completion, and it's normally about bringing people together. Bringing people together. Just like this Three of Cups is bringing people together, but to create some type of energetic foundation. So usually it does talk about relationships, as you can see 2 people on here. Relationships and marriage. And that's why I was saying the word completion. The word completion is at the top of this card. And it's about like completing some type of milestone, possibly together. And it goes from three of Wands here to Four of Wands. But Four of Wands, there's a disconnect. There's instability. We have Three of Swords in the reverse, which I don't mind because that talks about healing from heartbreak. And that had already shown itself. This is the 3rd time it's showing itself. Healing from some type of pain, heartbreak here. And it possibly had to do with a relationship. 2 of Cups in the reverse. Four of Wands, 2 relationship cards in the reverse, some dysfunction in the relationship where you just couldn't, you energetically and emotionally couldn't see each other. See each other, but balance each other. No, there's a different way I wanted to say it. But 2 of Cups, I usually say it's about an emotional exchange. You're exchanging, you are emotionally exchanging in a relationship. And 2 of Cups can really be anything. Like, it can be anything. You emotionally exchange with your family as much as you emotionally exchange with your person. So again, take it however it resonates. But there's a disconnect, disharmony, instability energetically and emotionally within a relationship here, and it caused some type of pain and sorrow, but you're healing from it. But you feel as if you work so hard, but yet you missed an opportunity with this Ace of Pentacles here. Yet you have this 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Totally fine. 10 of Pentacles is about abundance, wealth, prosperity, but it's about collective abundance, you know, the generation, the family. The Strength card. This is your power card, Leo. The Strength card, the ability to express yourself without shame. To authentically express yourself without shame. The Temperance card. So, 2 major arcanas. There's definitely some shifts happening. You got the Wheel of Fortune here. Some shifts happening in the background for you with this, and it all has to do with your own power, your own inner power, your empowerment, your own inner strength, and the ability to trust the process with the Temperance card here, and maintain a sense of patience and self-control and moderation as things are progressing and as it unfolds. So I don't know, I guess keep on working and keep on striving forward, and step outside your comfort zone a little bit more. Express yourself a little bit more on what it is that you are working on. And then the confusion should clear up, because anything that's not aligned to that new life, to what you're working towards, will kind of just clear away, and it will leave you less confused. So anything that is blocking opportunities for you, anything that has caused any type of pain for you, and anything that causes an energetic instability, and anything that isn't energetically reciprocal, those things will slowly fall away so that it can all align to this 10 of Pentacles. Okay? Okay. All right. So I am going to pull a couple more cards for insights. Got the Temperance on my phone, just checking the time. Feel like I'm blowing through these, but they all taking their time, over 30 minutes for all of them. Okay. We have love spell. You've been bewitched. I'm looking at where they fell. If you have a question about this friendship zone, I guess the answer is no. Luck is, or excuse me, not luck, but it's not the right time. The answer is no. If you have a question about this gratitude section, the answer is yes. Okay? And you might even go on a date. Get ready to be wined and dined. Date night. I don't know. I'm gonna just take them where they falling out, okay? From now on now. All right. So, liar. There's a liar on this side. Hell no. And it says move on. So be careful of someone being sneaky and move on. Someone is unavailable, a waste of time. It's just over. So just move on. They a liar and they unavailable or a waste of time. And you over here investing time. But Queen of Pentacles takes care of herself first. Remember. Okay. Over here, I don't know, gold digger, narcissist. There's some gold digging narcissists. They want your money. You're being you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. They want your money being used, is what it says on this card. Getting taken advantage of. Narcissist. It says someone is too full of themselves. Sexuality. Someone is still figuring themselves out. They're either figuring out what or who they want in the bedroom, or take it as general as possible, please. And someone is just trying to figure some stuff out. We got pets. Getting a new pet or giving a current pet more love. There's a need to possibly even tap in with the animal spirit of your pet, because they see and hear things that you do not see and you do not hear. And then we got air sign like this. I told you, air sign popping up. A Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Guardian angel. A lost loved one watches over you. And then we have health. Health issues could arise. So we only got again, we got double air here. So you may have air in your chart. You may be dealing with an air sign, or those seasons have importance to you. Either way, yeah, that's it. That's all. That's it, and that's all. If this reading resonated for you, or you would like to dig deeper, please do not hesitate to reach out to me at Libra Baby Doll.